welcome back to yet another video on my channel, and in today's video I will be giving you my top 10 characters from the popular Netflix show, also my favourite Netflix show, Stranger Things. So let's begin! Number 10. Nancy Wheeler. The older sister to Mike, Nancy is a high-strung and confident preteen who has changed a lot over the course of Stranger Things. Going from this girlfriend of Steve, who is a normal teenage girl, to a badass who can certainly use a gun, she's been a very good ally in the battle against the Upside Down to the other main characters and deserves her spot on this list, but only in 10th. 9th. The former Sheriff of Hawkins after he was taken by Russians. In Season 1, he was just the Sheriff plus temporary Guardian of 11. In Season 2, he was the temporary guardian of 11 and later the adoptive father of 11. In Season 3, he was the Sheriff of Hawkins and the adoptive father of 11 and the love interest to Joyce. In Season 4, he was stuck in Russia and handled himself well before being saved by Joyce and Murray. Hopper has changed a lot over the series, but luckily for all Stranger Things fans, only positivity, and he finishes right here in 9th. 8th. Joyce Byers. As the amazing mum to both of her kids, Will and Jonathan, Joyce, played by Winona Ryder, is a great character and one of the main characters of the series. She is protective towards her sons and went out of her way to save Hopper from Russia in Season 4. And that's not the only good thing about Joyce. She's also not afraid to put herself in danger, but unfortunately, she only gets 8th place. 7th. Jonathan Byers, the big brother to Will. Jonathan has done some good things across the 4 seasons of the series, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will see much more of Jonathan in Season 5, and maybe he might shoot up this list. However, unfortunately for him, for now, he finishes only in 7th. 6th. Lucas Sinclair, the first of our 5 main protagonists. Lucas is a fun character who uses a slingshot as a weapon against the Upside Down creatures. He didn't start the series amazingly well with his hatred towards 11 at first, which brings him down a bit. But since then he has been great, and his relationship with Max is great. It will be very interesting to see where Max and Lucas's relationship develops over the course of the series in Season 5, given the fact that Max is currently in a coma. But for now, he finishes. But for now, before we see what happens between Max and Lucas ranks in 6th. 5th. Mike Wheeler, the boyfriend of 11 and brother of Nancy. Mike can be frustrating at times. He can do some bad things and he can do some good things. So it was really hard deciding where to put him. So I settled with 5th, and Mike would definitely be frustrated about this. But he will have to deal with it because it's my top 10 ranking, not his top 10 ranking. 4. Will Byers, the character who kicked off the series with his disappearance in episode 1 of Season 1. Will has come a long way in the series from Season 1 to Season 4. And now that actor Noah Schnapp has come out as gay, the series can develop Will's relationship sexuality. And I can't wait for Stranger Things Season 5 to introduce a male love interest for Will. But until that moment, Will can't be any higher than 4th. Very unfortunately. 3rd. 11. Some would call her the main protagonist, and while she is probably the main protagonist, 11 is the superpowered girl abducted as a child and experimented on, who opened the first gateway to the Upside Down that basically kickstarted the whole season, opening Hawkins to the dangers of the Upside Down. 11 has saved Hawkins, along with her friends and other allies, many times, so she thoroughly deserves her spot in 3rd. 2nd, Steve Harrington. This Steve, the character who the Duffer Brothers were going to kill off early on in the series until they found and a certain actor called Joe Keery. And since they cast Joe Keery in the role of Steve Harrington, Steve has been a reliable help against all the dangers of the Upside Down. And he started off the series as a bully, developing over the course of the series up until season 4. Hopefully in season 5 we get to see even much more of him, much more of Steve, and maybe he could go up to first. But right now, second is good enough. First. By far, my favourite character. Period. Nothing else to say. Dustin is amazing, and I love Gaten Matarazzo's performance, and I really hope the role he plays in season 5 is really, really substantial and really, really big. And it's because of the reason why it's because of him being and as he is literally just my favourite character. No matter what happens in season 5, he is my favourite character, and he will always be my favourite character. So because of this, Dustin deservedly takes number 1. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. But for now, this has been Jonah O'Brien. Goodbye and peace.